Oh, yes. I think we're ready. I think my body is ready.
Give us a 3, 2, 1 to live.
We're live already.
Oh my god.
So
That's what I get.
unprofessional.
That's what I get for.
Yeah, that's what you get. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Brand new cast, brand new show. It's going to be fucking amazing. It's going to be so good. Everyone here should already know who I am. But let's go around the room and introduce everyone else. First up, we have Max playing Hayden Hall. How you doing, Max?
Hey, man. It's going to be fun. Playing
Beat Boo.
Nothing like any character
Robot.
I've ever played before.
Oh, surprises, surprises. Next, we have Kenneth playing Crod. What up, Crod?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
I'm playing Krond. I am a barbarian. It should be
Barbarian.
pretty entertaining.
Yes.
Things will get smashed. People will get hurt. It'll be unfortunate for any diplomacy that wants to happen in this game.
Uh-huh. And we're all about diplomacy in this game. Up next, we have our last player character, Davis, who's playing Arston. Did I say that right? Ariton?
Ariston.
Ariston. Got it right the first time.
I am a peace-loving forest dweller. I abhor all violence.
Violence bores you? Is that what you said?
I abhor all violence.
Oh, okay.
Or-
I
Refuse
rolled
to
to kill
fight.
Davis' character. How much? What do I?
That's
Tiny
D20.
white lie.
Yeah, and finally, we have Curtis, our lovely and wonderful GM with magical
Better believe it.
superpowers. Welcome, man.
Thank you.
All right, so you know what? We should just get started because fuck the police, right?
Oh hey, I am the police.
All right, so Curtis, why don't you take away? Introduce us. What you got for us?
All right. Tonight's game takes place in the campaign setting of Faerun, the Forgotten Realms campaign setting. We will be running Dungeons and Dragons Edition 3.5. None of the Pathfinder changes or any of the other cool stuff. We're just pointing at the old rocks and sticks. So, if you would please swap us over to the map here, real quick, Dave.
I can do that.
All right.
Oh no! What is going on? Son of a bitch! It's broken. Give me 1 second. It always
Dave, you
does
had
this.
one job.
I know. I know. I
I rolled
know.
to kill Dave.
Roll to kill Dave. Yes.
Oh, it's a natural 20. Oh, what do you know? And the stream ends here, everyone. Good
yeah.
night.
I got a 2. I think Dave lives.
Yes.
I rolled 21 damage, so RIP in peace.
Yeah. Well, why don't you just go ahead and fill us in while I dick around.
All
real
right.
quickly here.
So if Dave's connection to Roll20 was working properly, you would see a beautifully rendered 4K resolution picture of a map
It's
of
working
Faerun.
now.
But since you don't,
No, they do.
oh man, wow, good job, Dave.
Thanks, man.
Way to
Best fucking
get that in the
streamer.
rebound. Yeah. So we're going to be playing in the city of Waterdeep, which is a metropolis on the Sword Coast area. I wish I could pull up my magnifying glass and find that for you on this map, but it's somewhere probably by the ocean. That being said, I will get you the actual setting for the campaign here shortly.
Oh, it's
You
down
guys
there?
ready to jump into character and get started?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. Okay. Our story opens in the City of Splendors, Waterdeep. Located along the Sword Coast, it is a bustling metropolis that serves both as a cultural hub and as the center of trade for hundreds of miles in either direction. The city is normally fully under control of a shadowy oligarchy, simply known as the Lords. These masked individuals rule the city behind the veil of anonymity, intrigue, and deception. A group of anarchists calling themselves the Second Sun Army, however, has led to a surge in government dissidents. They have been antagonizing noble factions of the city and growing more bold with each passing day. We set the scene at one of the major corners in the South Ward. While the South Ward of Waterdeep is ostensibly the poorest and least regulated part of the city, as long as one stays out of the back alleys and takes to the streets during the day, the ward is surprisingly civil. It is late afternoon this spring day, and the residents of the South Ward are presumably returning home for the night, or perhaps preparing for whatever unsavory things this night will bring. Behold my beautiful maps.
Fucking
Wait.
horses.
Wait, hang on. Just so everyone knows what's going on here, let me just make this abundantly clear. I mean, so they're a little different from each other, just a smidgen. But that's all right.
I made these maps myself, Ma. I promise. If you couldn't tell, these are all of the assets used are going to be Fire Emblem sprites,
And
horse
masks.
pictures taken straight from Google search, or poorly designed carriages, like the one you see in the middle of the road.
As I said,
Um,
professional stream right here.
I am a professional, I promise. But the characters will be using modified Fire Emblem sprites, as will most of the NPCs.
Alright.
Now on to the actual meat of the story. Let's get this scene started. First off, let's throw it over to Crod and Hayden. You guys are on the corner by Crod's store. If you would like to introduce us from that angle.
Okay. Crod is a particularly interesting half-orc. He owns a shop called Believe It or Crod, which he sells various curios and performs a sort of show every day. It's a sort of rake in money, and he uses it to sort of like as a lifestyle, and it's also where he spends most of his time. And yeah.
Hayden is a somewhat more charismatic thief who kind of prides himself on his work, but doesn't exactly like to work with other people. Except in this particular case, Crod.
Yeah,
Generally.
you're probably going to be
Who
stealing
wouldn't
some
wanna
stuff
work
for
with
me.
Crowd?
Yeah. So are we going out of character? Are we going around and just doing the general introduction of our characters right now?
That would be a good idea.
Okay.
No, I just did my shop.
Well, yeah. Tell us a little bit about Crod.
Okay, well, I would tell you about Crod. Crod is about 7 feet tall. He's extremely not nice. He's not well at parties. But Crod, he wears chainmail. It's sort of painted black that sits on top of like some canvas clothes. He has some like a dark canvas pants and some pretty big metal-plated boots. So you can hear Crod walk into a room, and and it is very scary for most people. On his back usually is not one, but two giant great axes. And they are about 9 feet in length. Oh, no, sorry, one is 9 foot in length. The other one is only about 6. I say only 6, but he pretty much walks around like this and doesn't really care.
Not a care in the world.
Hayden is about 6 feet tall. He usually walks around in studded leather armor, although it's painted varying shades of dark black to gray, tannish color. He carries on his back a bow and a backpack to which he seems to constantly be able to pull forth an answer to almost any situation. At his hip is a rapier, and he may or may not have some daggers somewhere stashed on him. He generally doesn't mind talking with people and is pretty charismatic, but working with people kind of puts him off.
Okay.
Okay. Those two, that would be Crod and Hayden, are on the corner outside of Crod's store. With the initial opening, whereas Ariston, if you would please, Davis.
I am across the street. Little blue ping there. If map's on me, I'm not sure if it is. Ariston is a traveling warrior. He has just arrived in Waterdeep. He is wearing pretty basic armor. He's got a big wooden shield. He's wearing chainmail. Has a collection of spears strapped to his back and carries a morning star. And as he looks around the city, he is not overly impressed with what he views as weakness of the average citizen. Sort of just standing around glaring at people.
All right, best for last. Dave, you're up.
All right. So Kale is he's an older gentleman. He's about 28 years of age, but he wears it well, for the most part. His one aim, so first up, he's an alchemist by trade. But he is a martial alchemist, and you might be thinking, what? Martial alchemist? What's that? Well, basically, a martial alchemist is something that Kale is inspiring to become. He knows, for the most part, it doesn't really function as how he would like. So he's going out of his way to sort of build his repertoires of skills, to build weapons, to build potions and dyes and weapons and grenades and that sort of thing around the art of fighting with alchemy. And he will do anything within his power to get that, to meet that end. Be that slay a dragon and dance around in its guts for a while, or, you know, rob another alchemist or a magician or something along those lines to make it happen. He gets really excited when people talk to him about alchemy, but for the most part, he doesn't really care about social interactions. He doesn't care about the problems of ordinary people because he himself has problems, and he sees himself as what comes first in the world. And yeah, that's pretty much Kale. Oh, I guess the way to describe him is he's always sort of got a hood up. It's a dark sort of blue, like a navy blue hood. He's basically carrying around like just an enormous amount of bags. He's got bags on his waist, bags on his back. He carries around a modified crossbow, which he specially developed to shoot out anything that projectiles that he makes himself. So little glass containers that are filled with the alchemic properties of a potion or two that he's put together himself. On top of that, he's also very skilled with a long sword, being that he comes from a martial background. His family or his tribe of people were quite warmongers in nature, so he's very skilled in that regard. But he left his tribe mostly because he's more intelligent than the rest of them, and he sees that exploring the world and finding new things to experiment with to be his calling in life more than anything. And that's Kale, in a nutshell.
Excellent.
Or an alchemist pebble.
That too, yes.
Well, there we go. So, the scene itself is a late spring afternoon, 4:30 p.m. perhaps. And this is one of the main thoroughfares in the South Ward, where Crod's shop has been oh so excellently placed as far as real estate goes. The hustle and bustle of people heading home fills the air. You hear the last cries of people selling stuff as they get ready to pack up and head out for the day. And a strange sight is rolling down the street towards you. It is the carriage of a nobleman. Now, in Waterdeep, the nobles' carriages are generally uniform in nature. The simple nature of anonymity helps prevent most trouble that would arise from having a nobleman come through any given part of the city. However, it's not the case today. As the cart rattles down the road, there are, just a second, several men step out from the sides of the road on either side. And they step forward with purpose to a degree where they surround the carriage, pardon me, get these tokens in place, and two men on either side go up to spook the horses and stop the carriage from moving. Where the second two ahead of the carriage back up and chuck a pair of flasks at the carriage. With the roar of fire and the stench of cheap alchemic components, fire bursts in front of the carriage, and the horses jump and flip the carriage on its side. So the four men on either side proceed to draw concealed daggers, and the two in front put a pair of short swords and advance in the nobleman's carriage. There are cries from the side as the alchemist's fire bursts in a wide radius. The splash is enough so that some of the individuals on the sides of the road are splashed with the concoction, receiving some superficial to at least moderate burns.
Okay. I guess seeing this alchemy stuff, Does Kale recognize it?
It smells of incredibly cheap alchemist's fire. It's alchemist fire cut with like moonshine, basically.
Oh, so it's delicious and potent.
It smells like burning flesh, and nobody's even gotten hit by it yet.
All right.
It's like the rot gut equivalent of alchemist fire. Cheap, dirty, and relatively ineffective.
All right. Well, I guess the first thing I do is I sort of just twinge my nose a little bit, like, oh god. So then I want to pull out my longsword, and I wish to advance on the guy here, hoping to get.
Okay, so at this point,
Yep.
I would like everyone to roll initiative here.
Okay, yeah.
And you'll have it on your character sheets before
You
we
just want a
start the
D20,
combat
right?
session. That is a D20 plus your initiative modifier, which is going to be on your character sheet.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a 20 plus 3, so.
What?
I'd like to see. Oh, okay, there we go. All right. I believe you can put that number into one of the boxes above you.
That's terrible. My roll.
Put that. Click on your character, and there'll be like 3 boxes on top of you, right?
Yeah.
I would say that you want the red number to be put the red number in as your HP value current. The green number is your initiative
Okay.
for this encounter, if you guys would please.
There's also an initiative tracker on Roll20.
There is?
Yeah.
On
I-
the bar, on the vertical bar on your left. I think it
Okay.
looks like sort of a stopwatch.
Oh, very good.
There
Okay.
you go. And you can right-click our characters, and it says like add to turn, I believe.
Okay, so will it go in direct order?
We fill in the numbers after we're on the turn order.
Add turn.
Oh, so we don't need to fill in the green then?
No, you don't. I'm just bad and don't know how to use Roll20.
Okay.
So there's that.
Wait, did I put in the wrong guy? Yeah, there's too many people here now. Oh, I see. Putting in more people.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah,
put in
until
these
we-
guys.
Till everybody's on the list.
You guys might want to put
Seconds
your
of the
names
campaign.
on the tokens too.
Party into murder.
Huh? You guys, they already have the names in the tokens.
I only
Okay.
see mine on their tokens.
Yeah, I see mine as well, but I don't see anyone else's. That's fine. We don't know
Same.
each other yet, so.
That's
For sure.
strange, because... Okay, because I have all you guys marked. It says... Alright. Anyway, so let me get you guys arranged. Ariston and Kale both rolled 6, right?
I have a +2 dex.
Then you'd go first, yep. And then... Let's sit him out.
Up there. Oh, maybe down here. I don't know where to put the turn order.
Since the enemies have already used their actions for the turn,
Yep.
they will be after you guys as soon as turn order goes.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't go first then.
Oh, it's up to Crod.
No,
Crod,
I just kidding. Hayden's first. I lied. I pressed
No.
the button wrong. All right, so
Okay, well, I am going to. So Hayden, seeing the fire and seeing the just random chaos of the whole scene, and pretty much assessing these guys to be the scum of the earth for basically endangering people other than who they were trying to take out. Hayden is going to move to here. Actually, no. I'm just going to draw my longbow or my short bow, and I'm going to target the. How do I ping in this?
You hold down the mouse button with the arrow select, so you go like that.
Okay.
all right.
So
that
I'm
one?
going to, yes, pull out my longbow and target that one.
All right.
So let's see.
All right. As an aside, at this time, two figures tumble out of the carriage back.
It is on fire, right?
It is on fire, and the horses are busy burning. Especially the one on the right side.
Oh no.
That is the face of a horse on fire.
Two figures tumble out the back of the carriage.
Okay. So can I roll my attack now? Or
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, you just
to go.
guns blazing?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the guy that.
Ping him again. Here, real quick, if you would, please.
That bitch is gonna die.
That one.
Okay. Make your roll, son. All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage too, or
Yeah, roll. You connect.
okay.
The arrow flies true and catches him in the back just below his left shoulder, and he goes down with a startled cry.
What's it sound like?
Ah!
There we go. That's what I wanted.
Yeah. It's like a better impression of the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
All right, he slumps to the ground.
Mm-mm.
He goes down. He doesn't look like he's getting back up. All right, Crod, you are up next.
Do these people that sort of fell out of the wagon, are they special looking, or are they on fire?
They're both wearing hoods, but their clothing is like cloaks and hoods of fine make, and they are not on fire.
Are they males or females that we can tell?
One of them is heavily built, and the other one is not heavily built, but you can't tell either way.
All right.
Okay. Crod's gonna look at Hayden, and he's gonna draw his enormous axe, and he's gonna tell Hayden, he's gonna squint his eyes and say, "Watch the shop," and he's gonna move forward ever so slightly, not with the intent to attack, just to look more imposing in the direction of his place. And
Do
that
you-
is his turn.
Okay, so he's basically trying to keep anything from happening from the Crod shop.
Yeah, let's watch this situation sort of
All right.
flesh out and see
All
the
right.
sort of violence.
Ariston, you are up next.
I do not feel like jumping in to fight these people quite yet. I am instead going to double move down towards the two people who jumped out of the cart.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
You can
I'm going to
use
move
the
down
ruler.
there.
You can use the ruler if you want.
Yeah, but the ruler isn't actually accurate because it counts full diagonals as 5 feet, whereas in 3.5, only your first diagonal is 5 feet, and then after that you have to go in any of the 4 cardinal directions. And if you hold down Alt, it'll give you an exact...
I actually the diagonals are set to Pathfinder 3.5e compatible, so they should
so
be.
So they are.
Mhm.
Alright,
Yeah,
cool.
like that. I already set that up so that you can.
Cool. Never mind. Well, according
Yeah.
to this, I can get one closer, so I will. Go there instead.
There we go.
Done.
All right, Kale, you are up.
I sit down and cross my legs.
I like it.
Impressive.
You see how this unfolds?
I'm just sitting there. I'm mostly interested in the people who were throwing the alchemist's fire. I'm kind of interested to see, like, am I able to spot, like, what they have? Like, can I see any more, like, potions or vials
Roll a
on them?
spot check for me, if you would, please,
All right,
as
what
the
is-
skill.
Yeah, let's check this out. My spot is terrible, but let's roll it anyway.